Hey guys, so today I'm going to explain the differences between private labeling and online arbitrage for selling on Amazon FBA. So if you're not sure of the differences, there are multiple different business models that you can get into when you're selling on Amazon FBA. And the two that I'm going to discuss today are private labeling and online arbitrage. So online arbitrage is when you purchase an item from an online retailer and resell it on Amazon for a profit. Private labeling is when you purchase an item from China, a generic product, for example, a neck pillow that you would use when you're going on an airplane, and you put your own brand, you put your own label on it, and you purchase it in a bulk order, and then you ship it to an Amazon FBA warehouse, and then Amazon FBA ships the items to the customers for you when the unit sells. Now, online arbitrage is the same in that sense, where once you purchase the item online, you can send it to a prep center or you can send it to your own house, and you can have that item shipped from either your own house or from the prep center to an Amazon FBA warehouse. Once it arrives at that warehouse, they receive it for you and it goes into your inventory. When that item sells, then Amazon will ship and deal with all the customer service of that item. So in the sense of FBA, they're the same. But in the sense of what the actual business model is, where you're buying the inventory from, one is from China, you're branding it, that's private labeling. And then the other is you're purchasing an already well-known product, for example, Hasbro. Now, for some people it might be gated, for others it may not. There is an ungating service that is offered, and I'll put a link in the description below, which will help you to get ungated for online arbitrage categories. So you can click on that in the link in the description below, and you can get ungated in certain categories and certain brands. So that's a nice service that you can have at your disposal, and you can use that to get ungated for selling more products on Amazon. Now, private labeling, you can basically sell whatever other than stuff that's already copyrighted or stuff that's trademarked. But basically you can sell any sort of generic products. You can go to Alibaba and you do all sorts of research. There's lots of different programs that you can use to figure out which is going to be a product that's going to be profitable to resell on Amazon. Now, there's nothing wrong with this business model. It's just not my preferred method to use for selling on Amazon FBA. And the reason for that is it takes a lot of advertising, a lot of tedious work, and it's very risky. You're putting in a high upfront investment, and if that product doesn't sell, you're stuck with, say, 500 units of this neck pillow. Well, I don't know, maybe you're gonna be going on a lot of flights and need a new one every time, but most likely you're not going to be able to use this item and it's going to become useless to you. You're going to have to clear it out at either a loss or break even point. But I don't really like dealing with this sort of risk. And for me, I like selling products that are already well known on Amazon. That's why I use the online arbitrage business model, and I've sold over $1 million for the past 3 years on Amazon FBA. So with this business model. So it's definitely something that works. It's something that I know very, very well. And I use several different programs to help me find profitable products to resell on Amazon. And there's a lot of people that say online arbitrage is dead, or online arbitrage isn't able to be done because so many other people are doing it. So many people are using tactical arbitrage. How are you able to make a profit with selling on Amazon FBA using the online arbitrage business model? And what I tell them is it's definitely still possible to make a lot of money doing online arbitrage, but you just have to learn it the proper way and figure out ways to stand above your competition and to either match or beat your competitors' prices. So some of the ways that I do this is looking for products that are on sale. You want to buy products for online arbitrage that are on sale, because then you can list the product at a lower price and still make the same profit as someone who purchased it at a regular price and is trying to mark it up on Amazon. So the nice thing with Amazon FBA is there's just so many customers, and people don't go shopping. Say they're looking for, let's just say they're looking for a specific toy for their child, and they go to Amazon. Most people assume that Amazon is the absolute cheapest price, that they're not going to find it cheaper anywhere else, so they won't even look anywhere else. So let's say for example that's a $50 toy and you can buy it from Walmart and you have it listed on Amazon for $80. So this person comes along and they go to Amazon, they don't even look at Walmart, and you're selling this product for $80, they click add to cart, they bought this product from you. Now, this is just a very basic example, but basically you can buy products at regular retail price, and still sell them on Amazon FBA for a profit. So it's definitely a model that if you're into less risk and a lot of reward, online arbitrage is the way to go. Basically, I've purchased several $1 million in inventory over the last few years, and I've perfected a model where basically everything that I purchase is something that I know is gonna sell within the next 12 months, but likely within the next month or two. So I buy products that are very fast moving. I buy products that I know are gonna sell. I buy products that have a good bestseller rank. There's a lot of things that I do with selling on Amazon FBA using the online arbitrage business model that a lot of people know how to do, but there's a lot of little things that not many people know about. I've been doing this business model for over 6 years now, so I've learned a lot while doing it, and that's why I've helped so many of my students grow their own Amazon FBA businesses, because they've had the ability to learn from someone who's had so much experience doing it. And people who are just trying to get into it and say, okay, I'm gonna go use tactical arbitrage and find some products that I'm gonna be able to resell on Amazon, and then they run into products that aren't selling for them, and they run into issues, they get their account suspended. There's a lot of things that I teach in this course that basically no one else teaches, and it really helps you to get the upper hand on your competitors and to beat your competitors and to grow your Amazon business. And back to private labeling, there's a lot of people that do private labeling. You can make a lot of money doing it, but I've heard so many stories of people who buy these products, 500 units, 1,000 units, and they aren't able to sell it. And then they're like, okay, well, Amazon FBA sucks, and I don't want to sell on Amazon FBA because I know the product that I purchased was a failure. Well, yeah, that's realistic, and that does definitely happen with private labeling, but I have not heard of anyone going and buying a top 10,000 bestseller ranked toy and being like, okay, it's not selling. Yeah, it's gonna sell. It works. When you're purchasing products that are already well known, you don't have to advertise. I've never spent $1 on advertising on Amazon, and like I said, I've sold over $1 million for the past 3 years on Amazon. Went over 1.5 million last year, so it's gonna be well over 2 million this year. So anyways, my numbers don't matter. I wanna help you guys grow your Amazon FBA business, and I just wanted to explain basically the difference between online arbitrage and private labeling. So let's go over the key points. Private labeling, you're purchasing from China. Online arbitrage, you're purchasing from an online retailer. Private labeling, very risky. Online arbitrage, way less risky. Private labeling, you are branding your own product. You're purchasing a generic product that anyone could buy off Alibaba, and then you're putting your own brand on it and hoping that you're gonna somehow stand out from the rest, but someone else could come with a deeper pocket, purchase that item in a higher quantity, and be able to undercut you for costs. So it's very risky, and there's a lot of people that fail doing it. So that's why I stay away from private labeling, and I focus solely on online arbitrage and wholesale. I just do a little bit of wholesale. I do majority online arbitrage, and the reason for that is less risk, and in the unlikely event that the product doesn't sell, I can sell that same product on Craigslist, I can sell that same product on eBay, I can sell that same product on Best Buy Marketplace, I can sell that same product on Walmart Marketplace. There's so many other options, whereas if you're branding this generic product and it's bad quality or no one's buying it, you can try to sell it on those, but is it gonna be likely that someone's gonna spend $10 off Craigslist to come buy your product that they've never even heard of the brand name, and they likely know that it's crappy quality? It's very unlikely. So that's why I like the less risky aspect of online arbitrage. And the nice thing is there's always new products coming out. So when a new product comes out, if you can get that product at a discounted rate and you're able to sell it, you're ungated in that category, or you're ungated for that brand, then purchase as many as you can, as long as it's a good bestseller rank, and then you can sell that product. And there's really not a lot of risk. And there's certain retailers that will have an unlimited return policy. So that's where it makes it even less risky. So say you buy 10 units of a product and you've had those 10 units for 180 days, they're not selling. All you do, you pull them out of your FBA inventory, send them back to your house, get a prepaid return label to return it to the merchant, and return those 10 units back so that you can get your full refund. And that's really where it comes into. You're never going to be able to return a private label product that has your label on it. You're never going to be able to do that. No supplier on Alibaba is going to be like, okay, if your product doesn't sell, you can return it back. And I don't recommend going and constantly buying inventory and then returning it, because you're eventually going to get banned from that particular website. But if it's if you just have to do it once in a while, then you definitely can do it. And there's certain suppliers that I purchase a significant amount from, so if I have to return a few things to them, they're not gonna make a fuss about it. They're not gonna kick me off their platform, because they know they're getting a lot of business from me. So yeah, basically, if I had to pick one between private labeling or online arbitrage, obviously I pick online arbitrage. That's what I do in my business. That's how I run my business. That's how I've grown my business from 40,000 in my very first year to over 1.5 million last year. So my business continues to grow year over year, and online arbitrage is not dead. Online arbitrage is not a bad business model. It's, in my opinion, the best business model for newcomers to get into and for people to grow their Amazon FBA business and scale it up to the next level, as long as they keep reinvesting their profits into additional inventory. So I hope this video helped you guys, and I hope that it cleared up the differences between private labeling and online arbitrage, and how you can get started with selling on Amazon FBA today. I'll put a link in the description to my course. I'll put a link in the description to that ungating service, and I'll put a link in the description to several other products that I use to grow my Amazon FBA online arbitrage business to the next level. So check those out, guys, and I hope this video helped you, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.